Hey guys, welcome back. Orbomb here, bringing you my Week 10 replay versus Sheer, coach of the Delaware Digletts. Now, I recorded this match live, and then everything went to hell for me when I recorded this match live. I got interrupted like 4 times. My microphone reset about 2 minutes in, so now you would have heard my computer mic, which kind of sounds like I'm in a cave underwater fighting piranhas. It's really, really bad. So yeah, it's really upsetting because the match had some really riveting moments. Like, it had some really nerve-wracking moments. Sheer's team is incredibly scary. As you can see, this is my draft. You guys be sure to watch a team builder. I will have it linked until about now. Be sure to check out Sheer too. He's great. He's awesome for the CPL because he's been uploading every single one of his matches, getting them up on time, all that good jazz. The only thing I want him to do now is live comm or post comm. So if you're watching Sheer, that'd be cool. Sorry about that. You guys are just trying to get comfortable because I'm about to go over this. If you guys don't like replays, if you guys don't like when I pause the middle of a replay, I'm actually gonna put the replay in the link in the description below if I can find it after this. And yeah, let me go ahead and play this right now. Let me go ahead and pause and switch turns. So my first thing looking at his draft was that I wanted to get up my rocks because his way to bounce back my rocks is Xatu. So I decided if I go into Landorus and then I'm probably gonna start turn 1 with knockoff, because that's probably defensive Xatu, so he can get up. Because he can survive knockoffs, bounce back rocks, things like that. Defensive Xatu is pretty decent, especially against my team. So I thought, okay, so this is turn 1. He starts with Xatu. That's fine. We might exchange rocks here, or he might double back in the Xatu. I'm going to assume he's doubling back in the Xatu and go for the knockoff play. But as you can see, he goes for stealth rocks and I go for knockoff. He has Rocky Helmet. Now this is bad. I'm already really nervous about this because I EV'd it to survive at full. I didn't really account for Rocky Helmet, and this Landorus could have problems with Adamant Life or Bisharp, so I have to keep that in mind. I have to scout for the Bisharp later. Now here I'm gonna get up my own rocks since I don't think he's switching out, or I'm gonna U-turn here, and I forgot that this thing is probably faster than me, or because I forgot I didn't have any speed investment for this Pokemon, which is really silly of me for the team builder. That's probably something I should have done. Outspeed, min speed, what's it called? Uxie. But he gives off energy ball damage on me. It doesn't do too much, but it's definitely makes me nervous. So here I go into Clawitzer, and I go for the Dark Pulse. I know he'll outspeed me, but I am the Assault Vest set, so I can eat that up. Dark Pulse will kill this thing, so one Pokemon is down, and he goes into Tauros here. This thing is scary. I was like, what could this possibly be? I didn't want to stay in, because I know this thing gets Wild Charge. So I switch out. I have made the safe play in case you wanted to go for some sort of return or something to do major damage, Body Slam, anything like that. I wanted to go into Scizor. I am running a lot of HP on my Scizor, as you guys know from the team builder. Not too much, but enough. And I want to see how much damage it did. And he went for Wild Charge, which did 28%. That's a lot of damage to a Scizor that has investment. And I Mega Evolve, go for that Roost just to heal up, because I know he's going to switch out. There's no way he's staying in. And I go into Togekiss here, because 1v1 I beat this thing, but he went for Calm Mind. That threw me off completely. First of all, I've never seen anybody use like a setup Xatu, so that was really cool to me. I really liked it. But this thing actually puts in work against my team. So my first reaction is I want to defog right away. He gets the Air Slash flinch, which is fine, whatever, flinches happen. So he goes for it again. He didn't flinch me the second time, and I do get off my defog. It bounces back, but the point is that my rocks are gone. His rocks are gone, which is good because Xatu can't get up rocks again, and my team doesn't like rocks very much. So I'm glad that the rocks are gone before I go into my Focus Sash, Lucario, or continuously bring in my Togekiss or anything like that. I figured I could Roost on his Electros, or maybe even his Hydreigon, depending on the set. So I decided I'm going to switch out here, preserve my Togekiss. I go into Quagsire here. I'm unaware, but as you guys can see, the Air Slash at 42%. That's a shit ton of damage. So that right there tells me he's probably max speed, max special attack, Calm Minding Xatu, which is horrible for my team. I did not even consider that to be an option. That thing puts in so much work. So I was like, I don't know what to do. I have to preserve this Quagsire because it's super useful against his whole team. So I switch out here. What do I go into? I go into Clawitzer because I am Assault Vest. It's a roll that 2 air slashes knock me out. He gets the roll. He doesn't reveal any grass type moves, so it's good to know for my Quagsire if I ever want to bring it in. And because I know that it's not max defense, in the team building video we calced out that a crunch doing against a defensive Xatu will do about 60%. I figured crunch would knock it out, and after calculating it, it does knock it out. It's a roll though, because I'm adamant crunch. Air slash, no flinch. I get the crunch. It just barely misses the knockout, but I do have E-speed, so it doesn't really matter in the end. He goes into this thing. It's got the intimidate instead of sheer force, which I thought was very interesting. But I guess he didn't need the sheer force. He goes for a turn. I go. My thought process there was go into Landorus, intimidate it. I don't really need Landorus in case he has something for coverage like Ice Beam or something like that. Found out that he's definitely choice banded. I figured out from the Scizor from what he did to Scizor with 28% using Wild Charge. He's most likely choice banded or choice. He could be Scarf. Actually, I don't know. I'm gonna go on the assumption that he's like banded though, because I did a lot of damage. Maybe I'm just grossly underestimating Tauros. But I saw that Landorus was a perfect switch in for the Tauros, so it made me want to keep this thing around really bad. He doubles on Hydreigon here as I go for the Stealth Rocks, and then I go into this thing because I figured, all right, so immune to the Dragon type move, resist the Dark Pulse, which I will survive even if it's Specs, and if he locks himself into it, that's fine. And now after leftovers, I should be able to survive another one. So I go for the Roost here, hoping he's not like focused, like he wasn't you know, bluffing anything, and he definitely was some sort of locked in, which he was. I figured that out from him switching out. So that made me able to go for Roost, and now I'm just thinking in my head, okay, Pursuit won't kill me. I will not survive an Iron Head if he goes for it. My Scizor's super bulky now, and now against his whole team, I can actually just click Superpower. Fighting type move wins me the game. I was thinking he might switch in Electros to preserve it. He actually just stays in, doesn't get any damage off, so I don't know what he was thinking there, but maybe he had some sort of coverage for Scizor, I'm not sure. But Superpower does completely knock it out, which is great. So I have to keep the Scizor alive to kill the rest of his mons too. He goes into this thing, so I go right back into Togekiss because I know I can wall this thing. He goes for Flamethrower, gets a crit burn, which is okay. It's unfortunate because I have to continuously Roost and keep myself healthy. He goes for it again, but I'm just going to Roost here, get my health back up. And I'm thinking Thunder Wave so that whenever Scizor comes back in, I'm faster than the Hydreigon. He goes into Electros there. That was a pretty decent play. I mean, it was an obvious play, so I'm glad that he did. Now here's where things get interesting, okay? I go into Quagsire on this Electros, thinking, okay, I don't need Quagsire for the rest of his mons. So if he's HP Grass, he knocks me out, or Giga Drain, I mean, he knocks me out, boo-hoo, I lose Quagsire. But that's fine, because then I can just go into my Lucario, or my Scizor, or my Lander. I can go into anything, get off some damage, sack them off too, and then kill it with a different Pokemon. He actually goes for Coil here. Now, I'm unaware. And I see Coil in my, so I think physical set. I don't think he'll have Giga Drain. I wanted to see what he was going to lock himself into, what attack he was going to go for after Coil, because I'm unaware. So I'm not going to take any extra damage from that. So I decided I'm going to go for Encore just so I know what he's going to go for like the match. So I go for Encore here as he decides to Coil again. So I actually lock him into Coil, which is best case scenario for me, because now I can actually Toxic Stall this Electros, because this Electros was a threat to me. I don't think he thought I was Coil, which was interesting because I don't think any of his mons had water moves that threatened me besides the Azumarill, and the Azumarill's Choice Banded will not kill me from full. So I just get off damage as my leftovers heals me back up. Toxic plus Scald. I do this for a couple turns, nothing crazy. He does eventually lose the Encore and go for Drain Punch, but as I'm guessing he figures out that I am not water absorbed there because I did no damage. And I just finish him off with Toxic Scald. And then I recover here to make sure I'm at full after the Drain Punch, because whatever. And then he dies to Toxic here. So that's cool for me. As I'm expecting Hydreigon to try to kill me with a Draco Meteor. He actually goes into this. This was actually an interesting play to me. He goes for Zen. I guess he was hoping for a flinch there. He's not Sheer Force, so he could get it. I just go for Scald. I figured I could kill him with 2 Scalds. Because there was no reason for me to stay out. I do get a low roll in that last one, but that's fine. I just kill him here. And because of that, I'm actually safe to go for Toxic this turn on the Hydreigon, instead of going for the Thunder Wave like I originally planned. So I do go for Toxic, and then at this point, it's just essentially me sacking off my Mons and stalling it out until his Hydreigon is dead. He looks to be choice specs. So yeah, that's GG for me. So your Houstonian Hoopas do have 9 wins this season. 9 wins, 1 loss. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to check out Sheer in the description below. Check out his channel. Subscribe to his channel, guys. If you want to see more CPL matches, he has some pretty great matches. As you can see, he has an amazing draft. So be sure to drop that like, subscribe, share, check out Sheer. And yeah, I will see you guys later. Oh, and one more thing. I do have an off week next week. Next week is my first and final off week for the season. So you're not going to be seeing me next week with a CPL match, but I probably will be covering other people's CPL matches. I'll probably do a Season 2 announcement video for all those people that actually watched the end of my videos and want to actually join Season 2. Let me know in the comments below. You have to be, obviously, you have to be like a YouTuber. You have to be able to upload videos and things like that. So you don't have to be like a big YouTuber. I don't care about subscribers. I just care about that you can upload the video and are responsible enough to actually do that. I'll make a whole Season 2 video thing later. So yeah, be sure to drop a like, subscribe, share, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.